And you made let's say, a surprise move in 2006 when you moved to the MotoGP team of Kawasaki. That was a difficult season, but first of all, why did you decide to move to MotoGP and not try to become world champion in 250 again?
Because I tried in 2005. I was in a factory team with Porto, with Aspar team. In the paper, everything was the best, but at the end, I did a bad season, and he did too the bad season, because we finished 7 and 8 in championship. I won only 1 races, only 3 podium, and for me was I was not so satisfied, and my manager started to work to find a place in MotoGP, and Kawasaki gave me the opportunity, and that's why I switched to Kawasaki. But 2006 was not so easy season, because it was the last year with 1000 cc, and the bike was so difficult to control, especially for a young rider. But I did good things in qualifying and some good races, and for me it was not so easy here, because I had a bad crash in Le Mans and I break 3 vertebrae, and I remember nothing about the crash. And for me, after that, to recover and to find my level, it was not so easy, and I finished the year with some difficulty. But in 2007, it was much better.
Yeah, but then in 2007, Motegi, your first podium in MotoGP, Capirossi won, but you were second. Yeah. Special feeling?
Yeah, 2007, it was one of my best seasons in MotoGP, because I start with 8cc100. I remember in Sepang in December to try the bike, and when I tried the bike, I stopped after 2 laps, and I said to the Japanese, "What's happened? The bike is very slow." And he said, "Hey, it's 800cc." And we had a lot. We broke a lot of engine during this 2 days, and I did maybe 40 laps in 2 days, and I was very disappointed when I come back at home. And during the winter, I think too much about the next season, because the bike was slow and the engine was not so reliable. Yeah. And finally, Kawasaki worked a lot, and in the middle of the season, my bike was so good, and that's why I make this podium. And also, I did some good races, especially at the end of the year. Yeah.
So in Malaysia, you also had a very good race with Valentino. What do you remember about that race?
I think it was my best race in MotoGP. Expect my podium, because it was on a dry condition, and during all the race I was with Stoner, Pedrosa, Melandri, and I finished 4 at only 1 second to the winner, and it was a hard battle. And at the end of the race, the last 5 races, it was not so easy, because Rossi coming back, and finally I finished in front of him, and it was nice.
And the podium in Motegi?
It was a great moment, because I waited for that since the beginning of the year, and it was a very difficult condition. I was so happy, but at the end of the race, I was a little bit disappointed, because I did 2 mistakes during the race. I go out the track 2 times, I lost 20 seconds, and I finished only 8 seconds to Capirossi. And I said, it could be for me my first win in MotoGP, and anyway, at the end I was satisfied.
And then you made a surprise move from Kawasaki to Lucio again, to LCR.
Yeah, because we had some fight with Kawasaki during the year, and he didn't want to keep me for the next year. I didn't know why, because I did, I think, a good job. I developed the bike alone, because Olivier changed. After that, Anthony was coming, and he decided to wait. And for me, it was impossible to continue to wait until September or October, because my plan was to be on the MotoGP. And after that, my manager started to speak with Lucio, and I decided to sign in Brno to move to Honda. And for me, it's like a dream to come back with Lucio, with a Honda bike and Michelin.
Was it also because you did not feel that they believed in you?
I didn't know because sure, in the beginning of the year I was fast, but I had some crash. But after when the bike coming better, I did a good race. I was each time in the top 7 during the last 8 races. I did 1 podium. Every time I was in second row on the grid. But at the end, the people wanted to keep me. That's why I said, okay, I move.
And you say you were a very good qualifier. What does it take to become a good qualifier? Because that is something special.
I don't know. I try to give the maximum in 1 lap to brake late, to open early. You cannot do this during 24 laps because it's different. But I like the both work, but I like to be fast during one lap.
Do you prepare in a different way for that, for a fast qualifying lap? Because you know that it has to happen in 1 lap.
Yeah, you need to think about the braking point, the acceleration, and to give more than 100%.